Good evening. I am Alencia Bowen, and I am the Dean of the College of Health and Public Administration, which is comprised of all of the healthcare programs, including the School of Nursing. This white coat ceremony is an important part of your journey, and I am delighted to share with you this major milestone in your academic and professional journey. Here are a few housekeeping tips. Please make sure you mute your phones or your microphones as we get started. Feel free to ask questions in the chat. Our agenda is on the screen and we will follow it. And as you are promoting this experience, please note that our hashtag for this evening is hashtag Franklin makes it possible, no space. We're going to get started, and it is my pleasure to introduce to you the Franklin University Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Jonathan McCombs.
That right there. Oh,
Thank you, Thank you, Dr. Bowen. Good evening, everyone. Tonight is a meaningful moment, not because it marks the beginning of your journey, but because it recognizes how far you have already come and what lies ahead. Franklin University is a university of opportunity, one that is focused on high quality, relevant education designed for learners who are balancing real lives, real responsibilities, and real ambitions. That description fits this room remarkably well. Each of you are here because you made a deliberate choice to deepen your practice, expand your responsibility, and prepare yourself to serve patients at a higher level. Did not arrive at this moment by accident, and you did not arrive untested. You are now about a year into your 2-year program, and that matters. You have already done the hard work of building advanced knowledge. You have wrestled with complexity, sharpened your clinical reasoning, and stretched your understanding of what it means to practice as an advanced nurse. At the same time, you're close enough to clinical practice to feel both the excitement and the weight of what is coming. This ceremony marks this transition into your clinical year, the year when learning becomes personal, when patients are no longer case studies, and when your decisions begin to matter in ways that extend far beyond the classroom. In a few moments, you will open a box and put on a white coat. The white coat has never been about status or perfection. It is not a signal that you have all the answers. It is a symbol of trust. When patients see that code, they assume certain things about you, that you will listen carefully, that you will act ethically, that you will make their concerns seriously, and that you will place their well-being at the center of your work. Tonight, the university and the profession are saying that you are ready to begin carrying that trust into real clinical spaces. Franklin's approach to education has always been about preparing learners for the world as it actually is, not as we wish it were. That means education that is rigorous, practical, and responsive to change. You are entering advanced practice nursing at a time when healthcare is complex, fast-moving, and deeply human all at once. Whether you are preparing for family practice, psychiatry, mental health care, or adult gerontology primary care, your role places you at the intersection of clinical skill, judgment, and advocacy. Advanced practice nurses lead every day, often quietly, often under pressure, and often in moments that matter deeply to patients and families. As you move into your clinical year, I want to offer a simple charge. Let the white coat remind you to stay curious. Let it remind you to stay grounded. And let it remind you that learning does not end when you step into practice, it deepens. Where it has a sign of responsibility, not certainty. Wear it with confidence, but also with humility. 1 year from now, many of you will be preparing to graduate. Tonight stands between who you were when you began and who you are becoming as advanced practice nurses. On behalf of the university, your faculty, and everyone who has supported you along the way, congratulations. We are proud of you, and we look forward to the impact you will make. I'm going to hand it back over to Dr. Bowen.
Thank you, Dr. McCombs, for that wonderful reflection and charge. I'm going to talk a little bit about the ceremony. Ceremonies like the one we celebrate tonight hold deep meaning in higher education. They remind us that education is more than the transfer of knowledge. It is the passing on of tradition, values, and professional identity. Across centuries, academic ceremonies have served as milestones, marking important transitions in the lives of students and professionals. They give us a chance to pause, to recognize achievement, and to remind ourselves that we are a part of something larger than just individual effort. We are part of a community committed to knowledge, service, and growth. In the moments like this, we affirm that the path of higher education is not only about what we learn, but also about who we are becoming. The white coat ceremony or the white coat will help you that you receive tonight is not just fabric. It is a visible sign of a deeper commitment. It symbolizes joining a long line of professionals who place compassion, integrity, and excellence at the center of their work. Dr. Angela Moorhead will now describe the history and significance of the white coat in the advanced practice nursing arena.
Thank you, Dr. Bowen. The white coat represents professionalism, authority, and trust, and its origins can be traced back to the late 19th century. Before this time, physicians commonly wore black coats, which symbolized formality and solemnity, reflecting medicine's association with death and mourning. However, as scientific medicine advanced, particularly with the acceptance of germ theory, antisepsis, and anesthesia, the focus shifted towards cleanliness and sterility. The adoption of the white coat was deliberate. White symbolized purity, hygiene, and the scientific approach to care. This change marked a cultural transformation, positioning medicine as a discipline grounded in science. The white coat ceremony itself is a relatively recent tradition and was first introduced in 1993 at Columbia University's College of Physicians and Surgeons. It quickly spread across medical schools and health profession programs worldwide in the 1990s. This ceremony serves as a rite of passage, symbolizing the transition from preclinical education to patient care. Receiving the white coat signifies a commitment to ethical practice, compassion, and lifelong learning. It can serve as a reminder of the trust patients place in you and the responsibility to uphold the highest standards of care. The white coat is more than a garment. It conveys authority and competence, reassuring patients of your role in their care. Now, Dr. Melanie Brewer, the Assistant Dean for the School of Nursing, will lead all students in unboxing their white coats.
Thank you, Dr. Moorhead. So now for the highlight of the program this evening and the celebration beginning. Let's get started. Does everyone have your white coat box and your phone camera ready so that you can take pictures or have someone take pictures of you as you're putting on your white coat? If possible, please record your unboxing to capture this special memory. You'll want to post this later on social media or share it with your family and friends. When we prompt you, please open your box and proudly put on your white coat. After everyone has their boxes open and coats on, we'll begin reading names. Afterward, take a moment to celebrate with your family and friends who are here with you this evening. Are you ready? Let's open the box and put on your coat. We're going to try to take pictures as we go. All right. Once everyone has their coats on, I'm going to turn the mic over to Dr. Michelle Morgan, who is the chair of the Adult Gero Primary Care Nurse Practitioner Program. Dr. Morgan.
Thank you.
Like we're still putting our coats on.
I know. I'm going to give them a minute. They are putting their coats on. Looking good.
Like the majority have their coats on. How exciting.
All right.
Mhm.
So can we advance the slide one more and we'll start reading off the names of the adult gerontology primary care nurse practitioner students. First, we have Alex Artiega Salinas, Maria Gretting, Claudette Nana, and now I'm going to hand it over to our program chair for the Family Nurse Practitioner Program, Dr. Jennifer Van Winkle, and then Dr. Angela Moorhead, the lead faculty for the Family Nurse Practitioner Program, will present the next students.
Well, I would like to introduce the following students, and please know I'm going to start the first half of the students for the Family Nurse Practitioner Program, and then Dr. Moorhead will celebrate the students after that. But I would like to welcome Peggy Amadako, Miriam Amasani, Cyrus Bargay, Liz Bohart, Heather Breeze, Cameron Crum, Maria de la Cruz Cruciata, Danielle Duger, Melanie Ellis, Eudalis Epstein, Carissa Fuentes Sherry, Laura Garcia Collado, Ashley German, Olivia Hamilton, Elizabeth Hope. And for the next names, I will turn this over to Dr. Moorhead so she can celebrate our students as well.
Shonda Jones, Haley Kelly, Isatu Kuyatai, Ginger Lyon, Aisling Melton, Peyton, Nebraska, Misty Overrocker, Denise Ramos, Emily Riggs, Mallory Smiley, Patricia Sosa, Tara Timsina, Erica Warner, now Dr. Natalie Perry, the chair for the Psychiatric Mental Health Nurse Practitioner Program, will introduce the PMH students.
Thank you. First, we have Dorothy Akaize, Wingy Archer, Esther Bammenren, Teresa Carlton, Felicia Choice, Aaron Cicerero, Tamara Collins, Chantel Dorado, Julie Edwards, James Gray, Natasha Henry, Jennifer Kleinberg, Heather Lavoie, Crystal Lewis, Dioniso Mayrea, George Mbang, Raqueta Merritt, Janice Muniz, Osanyanmo Ono, Yalina Palumbo, Jasmine Peavy, Karen Reed, Rebecca Soggy, Alhassan Sise, Paris Smiley, Addie Smith, Chelsea Sopo Ingwa, Eileen Vesquez, Darian Weaver, Lisa Weingart, Lisa Wyrick, Annie Worthington. Congratulations, everyone. We will now have Dr. Bowen for the closing remark.
Let's take one more moment and let's pause and give yourselves and your colleagues, along with a round of applause. Please do this in the chat or by using your Zoom reactions. It was so exciting for me to go through and see you all put on your white coats and to celebrate you all in this major milestone. Thank you for joining this event. We want to remind you to post your video to the social media of your choice. We look forward to working with you as you continue your educational journey. Thank you for joining us, and please don't forget once again to share on your social media platform. And guess what? I do look forward to seeing you at graduation. So remember, Franklin makes it possible, and it is #Franklin makes it possible. Congratulations once again.